Market scene.
Question.
Yes.
How do we get more banes and boons?
So that's
the fortune. That is Wheedle the Fates. That's from the fairies.
That's fortune. Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Let's make a little note.
Good work. This is the first time you guys have ever used Kismet and also triggered a weakness storyline wise. Good job, guys.
Hey.
Well done.
I will do Wheedle the Fates.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay. Guile check.
2.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's awesome. Makes
One of
things
us is going to
good.
fail eventually. And guess
Oh,
what?
yeah.
I'd like to do that. But I'm going to fail. But we're going to try Wheedle the Fates as well, if that's
Fates.
okay.
Okay. Guile check. You get 4 dice.
Well, I get 3.
Oh, you're the smart one.
I'm pretty good at Guile, but I'm not
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah.
The
There
rest of
we
us
go.
aren't the
3
smart
dice.
one.
3 dice is still good.
Good.
Yeah.
I like to hear successes. I'm the escort. I'm here to help you tell the story.
It's just crazy that we've been rolling so well.
It's awesome.
Seriously.
All right, I would like to beseech the seers and try to learn a secret.
Okay.
So let's see if we can keep this rolling here.
Yeah.
And no, I got a 1.
All right.
Oh,
Finally.
Why are you so bad
So
at
you
this?
get you get the secret, and then you have a burden that you have to do in the
Okay.
next scene. And
I'm
then
gonna Wheedle the Fates for a fortune. I do have -1 because I failed my burden.
you can also just pay 2 crowns.
I know,
Okay, so it's your guile.
but it's my guile, and I have 4, so I still have 3.
So you're down
even
to
with
3.
a -1.
I still hope you get another burden.
I do, and I do.
Oh.
I super failed.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no! Disaster.
So you don't get anything
Right.
good.
Can I spend a boon in this situation?
I mean,
to add a
yeah,
die?
if you want to.
I mean, I'm gonna spend a boon to get a boon, so you know. But if it means I'm not cursed, I'll take it. Or I mean, I'll still have a burden, but
If you make it.
right.
Oh
Nope.
no!
Nope.
Failure.
Okay.
All
So I
right.
don't get
So we get
anything.
a disaster, which we haven't gotten yet. So we get all zeros. All right. So in a market scene, it's not that bad if you get a disaster.
Okay.
If you get a disaster out in the city scene, bad things happen. Like because the Night's Watch were in the last scene, they 100% see you, right? And they're like, "What? Ah, goblins!" You know. So instead, you just get a burden from the fairies. Yours was the witches, right?
Let's see. I was trying to
Yeah.
beseech the seers.
You're beseeching
so
the sea. Yeah, we need to change out your burden. Sorry.
That's okay.
No, that is one.
Perfect.
There we go. And okay, you get a curse. You can take a damage and get the curse, or spend a bane and avoid it.
I'll take the curse. I'm gonna be.
And please go to a location that triggers one of your things.
Yeah.
You're gonna be super busy, not getting anything done.
Yeah.
Can I see which one it is?
Does that do anything with the Toodle Pip?
Yeah, I made some new ones, so we'll see how it works.
Does that do anything with the Toodle Pip, or is that
And this also.
only on the universal check?
That's only
Okay,
universal.
okay.
We're doing market checks. So if you get a disaster out in the real world, bad things happen.
And this is also within the next scene I have to do. So I have
Correct.
2 things going on.
Yeah, 2 things going on, and she's got a right that she needs to fulfill.
Mhm.
What's your... Okay, the first part's easy. The second part a little bit more difficult. Okay.
And your
Okay.
curse.
All right, so we've got all of our things that we need, and yeah, let's go to the squabble. Who wants to be the ringleader?
I would like to be the ringleader.
Ooh. Does anyone?
What do you want to do
Object?
then?
I want to go to the dueling grounds.
What are you going to do there? Fight people?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Does that mean
We do something
everybody's
useful there
consenting?
too.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna do some useful things.
Okay, it's fine then. I'll allow it.
All right, so you're the ringleader. So I assume then we're doing the 2 birds.
Is it all right with you, Kersey?
Yes. Yeah.
Talking to Mabel over there.
That's the
Oh, yes.
2 birds.
I
is
don't
the
know.
English
You're not
and
optimistic.
Italian, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that is what I'd like to do.
Yep. And so then, what is the goal of the scene?
The goal of the scene is to get them to fight each other and eliminate each other.
Yeah.
Nice.
Classic. Okay, fight, and we're going to the dueling ground. All right, let's dress the scene, starting with the Crowley.
The dueling ground.
Let me read the description.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, some of these are not going to be as... So dueling grounds were illegal at this point in time, but every major city still had them because they just weren't torn down, right? So off the beaten path patch of grass located in the city's largest park. It's a relic of an uncivilized time. A single white railing marks where passerbyers might be struck by an errant flintlock shot. So it's a park area, basically, with unmowed grass, like 3 or 4 inches tall. Like, it's not out of, like, crazy. Because people know that people still come here for things. And then there's this white picket fence over here. There's just an open ground over here. You can see maybe some brown spots on the grass.
Okay. It's a heavy rain.
Oh.
And there are patches of the ground that are more mud than dirt.
Okay. Excellent.
I want there to be a guy playing a crooked shell game, luring passerbys in and taking money from them.
Okay. Yep.
I want there to be a few people around who are like gambling on the duels and things, so kind of like an audience a little bit.
So is there going to be an active duel happening? Because this is at night.
Sure.
Which means there certainly can
I was
be.
gonna
like,
say,
100%.
I think this is the time where all the like respectable people that work during the day, they come and watch a duel. So yes.
Okay, so there's going to be
There's a duel and a small audience.
duel with audience. Okay.
You beat me to it. That's what I was going to say. Oh, boy. I don't know. I'm struggling now.
You can bring those pigeons back that were in the town square.
I mean, now I kind of want to bring the pigeons back.
Muddy, dirty pigeons. It's very laudanum.
Yeah, let's bring the pigeons back. Yeah.
More pigeons.
Because why not? When
Or
you don't know
maybe-
what to do, put pigeons in the scene.
Another lemon drop stand, maybe. Okay, perfect. You can have the actress from the Royal Theater, Mrs. Helena. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, perfect. We got everything set. And Crowley, start us off.
Part of the group that's shown up are actors from the local theater. Because they're all miscreants, the worst of the worst on the face of the earth.
100%.
Actors.
Accurate.
And while they're hanging out, I just want to try to get the scoop a little bit about the theater. What's going on?
Nothing real crazy. They're just in and of itself, that is kind of news. There's zero news about the theater. It's totally fine.
Oh, and there's a show that's going to be opening soon, or is already open.
I mean, there's shows constantly opening and closing. Nothing out of the ordinary.
What's the current show?
Mademoiselle and the Gazelle.
Mademoiselle and the Gazelle.
Classic, totally not made up.
I'm going to write it down because you spent so much time thinking about it and planning it.
All right, maybe I'll make a note for what's playing in the theater next time. That's fine.
And then last thing, I just want to, while we do this, mention if they've heard of the Good Doctor's play, if that's on the docket, if that's going to be happening anytime soon.
Yes. Several actresses have tried out for the part, and none of them have gotten it. We're not quite sure what is happening with that.
Fascinating, because I just heard that Miss Helena from the Royal Acting School is seriously considering taking the part.
Pish posh. There's no way she comes.
Oh, absolutely. She does.
All right, I'd like to ooze my way over to where the guy's playing a cups game, and
Yes, all this mud and stuff.
Oh, yeah, this is great for
You
me.
are so happy.
yeah, I'm super happy with this. And I have a right here because I'm a prankster, and I'd like to give in to it. And I'd like to try to outsmart this guy, and I want to make it obvious that he's cheating people. Just like add extra, shells to his game, and just make it blatantly obvious to everyone there that this
Okay.
guy's cheating them all.
Do you want to do a check or you want to roleplay it?
Let's do a check.
Okay.
So it
Guile.
goes.
100% guile, right? Yes, you are trying to, like, you can see it. You're trained in this. This is your wheelhouse, right?
Yep.
You got a 2 on the universal check? Yeah, not a problem. You point out the card that he slipped up his sleeve where it's in the ball over here, and you're just like, it's there. And he's
Yeah.
like, what? No, bloke, it's right here in the middle on the shell. And as you see the ball, like, pull out of his sleeve. Was this burden?
Well,
Yeah.
see if that does
Yeah.
beat it. Yeah.
Expose a cheat. You got it. All right. You got it. And that was also part of your prankster, too, because you're
Yes.
being triggered
Yep.
for that. So you gave into it?
Yep.
Okay.
I gave into
Move
it. So.
your animus 1 to the right.
Okay.
I will also note that I have pride as my allure.
Perfect.
No.
Let's do
So
it.
glad I came here.
It's the perfect storm for
So,
Lady Lemon Drop here.
I'm gonna approach the guy he just exposed. And I'm
He's
gonna
like,
say,
he's starting to scramble, grab the money and whatever else he can.
And if you want to make up for all of the people you've cheated, would you like to donate some alms to the poor? And you will be redeemed in doing that. Give some of the money back.
So
I
the
will give it to
crowd,
the
so the
poor.
crowd around him is getting like pretty heated. He just ripped off these nice people. They're here to see a perfectly fine duel,
Yeah.
and then this person came along to ruin it all. Yeah,
But
yes,
we will give your money to the poor.
throws-
And
Not all of it, but a decent amount. It's like, oh yes, I'm a good charitable man. Throws the money and like heads off as fast as he
and
can.
I have
Yeah.
gotten. I didn't beg the alms though.
That's
Does that
fine.
count? Okay, I
Yeah,
got
I'll
alms from
take
an
it.
unrighteous man.
This one does require a check.
Oh right.
You gotta give me a guile check.
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm good at.
So
Hopefully.
before any money is being thrown at you,
Right. I forgot that it said that.
we're gonna see if
2.
yes, okay, yeah, people believe you. Even more important, the people around you believe you.
Sure.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right, it's now to your main thing you're trying
Yeah.
to do with all this other
All
stuff
the other stuff
happening,
going
which is
on.
amazing.
I don't suppose by chance this person conducting the shell game is the Englishman that I'm looking for.
You wouldn't know.
Dang it.
I mean, if you want to spend a boon for a kismet encounter and have that be him,
Yeah.
we can work with you.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
do it. Why not? Let's create more chaos.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see what you could do. Interesting. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so you spend the boon, and someone says, "What? What is that? The Hebridean, otherwise known as Alan Lewis Scott, the Hebridean. Alan Lewis is rail thin, sporting a wild blonde pompadour, a victim of the latest fashions, and is currently cursed with a stovepipe hat that further emphasizes his impossible height. He favors a rapier. The Hebridean is named so from the enchanted isle he was born on. And he's just like, now he's even more like, oh, he's been recognized too. Oh no. Okay, so you made him the Hebridean. What are you going to do with that? What do you want this to happen?
I want to continue to get the crowd riled up to
Easy,
incite
Yes.
a duel. Like they're already here. Like
Do you want someone from the crowd to step out and challenge him to a duel? You want to think about it?
yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Was I supposed to do something with the pride? Was I supposed to do a roll or give in?
You start looking up. It'll be on the
Okay,
one of
because
those
I
over
hadn't
there.
specified if I was giving in or resisting. I just realized I didn't do
Correct.
that on my
Yep.
turn.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yep. And we need to do yours on your next
Yes,
turn.
yes.
All right. A lot of balls in the air here. That's the hardest part about being an escort. I never roll any dice ever. I just got to make sure they do their things.
Yeah.
That's it. Crowley.
Do we know who he is here to duel yet?
I mean, he didn't come here to duel.
No.
He was the cheat,
Yeah.
right?
But he is now, though,
Yeah, so
going to
maybe
be...
like he can get out by, partaking in a duel of entertainment.
Uh,
I mean, if we could get the Italian here.
I'm going to...
Spend a boon.
I'm going to talk to him. And I'm going to... I want to lie to him so he thinks... Because they're partners, right? The Italian and the Englishman.
Yeah, absolutely.
I found out that he's cheating you. That he is charging much more for your escapades and taking more of the hall. And even worse, he made inappropriate contact with your sister.
What?
Making it personal.
What? Linane would never do that to me.
He did, believe me. You really, really believe me.
No. Linane would never. Right? He's the British one, not the Italian one.
Right.
I'm not going to try.
Yep.
He would never. Okay.
I'm going to spend a bane to do my blustering torrent.
Okay. I was going to say you're going to have to do a check or trigger something because there's no way he's going to believe this because their background is so tight. They fought together.
Right.
They fought against each other in the war.
Right. Well, that is my jinx.
All right. So you spend a bane. And what does blustering torrent do?
Well, the winds of speech can do many things. Win a card game or beat a Sicilian when death is on the line. Perhaps even convince best friends that they are actually mortal enemies and must duel.
Okay. So that is going to be a guile check plus whatever your jinx is now.
My jinx is 2.
Okay, so add 2 more dice to that roll.
2.
Yeah. You weave a tail, makes his head spin. The sister thing is like, well, she's fine. She's an adult. She can do whatever she wants. But taking more money from me.
Okay. Now we know.
Are you kidding me? We fought in the war. Yes. He is incensed, and you basically wanted to drive a wedge between the two. Enough.
Give them a reason to actually fight each other.
Yes. You have a reason. Okay.
Okay, I would like to spend a boon for a Kesmet encounter, and just so happens that the Italian is strolling nearby.
Yep. He was the lookout. He was in on this plan the whole time, right?
Nope.
Comes in. But now, you summon there. What would you like to have happen?
Yeah, I'd kind of like to throw my voice and make it sound like he's yelling, "You dirty cheat," at his erstwhile partner.
Okay. And the overall goal is to...
Just incite conflict between them.
Okay. Where do we want this conflict to go?
Hopefully a fight between them. A duel of some sort.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me that check.
Yeah.
You got him
would
there.
that be a guile check if I'm trying to...
Yep, because you're
him out?
pretending to be someone else's voice to incite this thing. So it's going to be guile, and you're using an ability?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Just trying it.
Okay. Awesome. Because there is a spell you can use.
Solid zeros. Does anyone have a boon?
Too late.
Okay.
You needed to do the... If you're gifting a boon, you do it ahead of time. If you had a boon...
No, I'm fresh
could-
out.
Oh, we have our first disaster!
Yeah.
Hey, everyone! Okay. All right, so out in the real world, doing a universal check.
Yeah.
Was this a scene check?
Well,
Probably
like right before that. This was the...
right before
getting
it's
them
all
settled
settled.
down.
So we're just we're still in the
It comes
universal
like
check
the
part.
next one, but it
Okay,
must be
so you
something.
absolutely fail this,
Oh, yeah.
right? Bringing attention to yourself, you're like, "Hey, he's a cheat," and people are like, "Who is this
guy."
person?"
Yeah.
All right, we wind the tooltip one forward
Okay.
because people are going to start focusing on you. Now, one of the bonuses about a disaster, you get to gain a fortune. You gain a boon or a bane because you learned something from your horrible failures. However, you see flintlocks flash up from both the Hebridean and Lenan, going like, whoosh, "Who is this bloke?" And they're coming bearing down on you. One's incredibly tall, one's incredibly wide. they mean business.
Yep.
I would like to try to get a secret from somebody in the crowd.
Okay, gotcha. So that's on me. You can't get secrets just from random NPCs that are just hanging out in the crowd. It's got to be from other sources, like from the
Understood.
market or from people or beloved or something like that.
Okay, that's what's going to be my next question is who can you get a secret from?
Yeah.
So only other players, beloved, and the market. Those are the only places you can get a secret?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly right.
Then I'm going to pass so that I have to
Okay.
think about what I
I'll-
want to do instead.
I'll reset the clock a little bit.
Okay.
And okay.
Okay, does my brute thing happen? Is
Yeah,
that what's
you
going on?
have to trigger your
Alright,
brute
yeah. I'm going to initiate this into like a big brawl situation. If I can make it... I want to make it look like, you know, the Italian initiated the fight against the Englishman.
So you want specifically to get them to fight each other.
Well,
They've got
I
their
think
pistols
aimed-
leveled at
Yeah.
Smythe right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just like descending this into chaos. Like I'm just initiating a fight between everyone that's
Okay,
like
you
watching.
want to trigger a riot. How
Yeah.
do you want to do that?
Just tackle somebody to the ground.
Yeah, muscle check. Yeah, I'm fine
okay.
with that.
Yeah, let's try this, guys.
But it has to be such a vicious tackle to
Yeah.
other people are like, that's not okay. And then everyone's upset about it.
Okay. Disaster!
Oh, no,
Do you have a boon to spend? None
No.
you have to? Okay.
No.
Well, good. Wonderful. So we're going to move.
It's come back to get us. guys.
Yes.
Mhm.
It is. Okay. So the Toodle Pip, you know this. You don't see it. Moves ahead one. You get a fortune, either a boon or a bane, because
Okay.
of your terrible misfortune.
Yeah.
All right. You tackle, apparently, the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh! And then, like, someone from the crowd's like, what? Are these two in cahoots? The rain is pouring down. And at this point, I can't let two disasters go by without pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's totally fair. Yeah.
I need you to do a fight check.
Okay.
I am going to have Lenane shoot you. He's the one with the molten temper.
I don't have my brass knuckles anymore, guys. Ah.
I need you to do a fight check at
Okay.
-2.
And what does that entail?
Muscle. It's just a muscle
okay.
check.
But -2 dice.
-2 dice.
All right, guys, let's go. 1.
Okay, you take 1 damage. Wow. As a pew, as it cuts through your clothing, leaving a trail of blood off of you.
Okay.
So everything is now okay. The riot started, which she wanted to do anyway, right?
Right.
But she got shot by Lenane. The Hebridean still has you. Is probably going to shoot on his turn at this point.
You're so close, guys. So close.
I want to try to get them to shoot each other and take attention off of here.
Okay.
So I think I just have to be chaotic with like more throw and voice kind of stuff, and no, I think I'm gonna physically try to hide him.
No.
Okay, because you've got a couple of choices here.
Yeah.
I would be fine with you trying to call this scene by having those two fight. You'd
Sure.
have to do the check, though. You don't have any bonuses at this point.
Yeah.
It would just be whatever the check is minus whatever it is. Which is, what is it? Smarts -1? Is that what the check is?
I'll write
Yeah.
them down. One moment. Yeah, smarts -1.
This is smarts -1.
Fine, I'll try to do it.
You're just going to try and end the scene
In the scene
with completing the scene?
with I mean
Okay. Yeah, you can attempt it. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you're doing a smart. So you're trying to convince them to shoot each other.
yes and not,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
more specifically
Yes.
each other.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Oh, baby.
Oh, that's right, because you're the smart one.
Yes!
Unbelievable. Okay, calling the scene after all its disaster.
Oh,
Scene is called. Okay. We go to epilogue.
Mhm.
All right. You remind Lenane and the Hebridean of their former bad blood. and they go to face off to each other during the riot. As you manage to disappear in the crowd. Everyone hightails it back to the Goblin Market, and they face off in a duel, gravely wounding each other. Accounts from the duel of people that witnessed it say that both the wounds were so egregious they would have killed a normal man on the spot. But both have managed to live, but they're going to be hospitalized for quite some time. So, you get that scene. I'll give it to you. We are now, the Tulipip's now all the way at 5 now, with all the disasters that have happened.